हाय गाइस, आज का हमारा वीडियो है स्टैंडर्ड प्रिकॉशंस एंड यूनिवर्सल प्रिकॉशंस के बारे में। मैं डॉक्टर रवि राठौड़। आइए सीखते हैं। तो इंट्रोडक्शन क्या है? द एडवेंट ऑफ द HIV एड्स एपिडेमिक बाय द मिड 1918 created urgent need for the new strategy to protect healthcare workers from the blood-borne viral infection. In 1985, Central for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) proposed universal blood and body fluid precautions or universal precautions. Definition है: universal precautions are sets of the precautions designed to prevent transmission of the HBV, HCV, HIV and other blood-borne infection pathogen while providing healthcare to all patients regardless of their diagnosis or presumed infective status. Rationale: since medical history and examination cannot reliably identify all patients infected with the HIV or other blood-borne pathogen, blood body fluid precautions should be consistently used for all patients regardless of the presumed infective status. तो हमको इन्फेक्शियस स्टेटस उसका नहीं मालूम होगा पेशेंट का, जब इमरजेंसी में आते हैं कैसे भी आते हैं, तो हमको ये प्रिकॉशंस लेने ही है, स्पेशली इंक्लूडिंग दोज इन द इमरजेंसी केयर सेटिंग्स in which risk of the blood exposure is increased and infectious status of the patient is usually unknown. देखिए, तो पेशेंट का स्टेटस हमको यूजुअली पता नहीं रहता है। अभी स्टैंडर्ड प्रिकॉशंस हैव रिप्लेस द यूनिवर्सल प्रिकॉशंस. It was accepted that the other body fluid contain microorganism which could cause cross infection. ठीक है, तो MRSA है, C डिफिसिल है, VRE है, वैंकोमाइसिन रेजिस्टेंट एंटेरोकोकस, तो वो भी क्रॉस इन्फेक्शन कर सकते हैं. Remember, the additional precaution go beyond standard precaution and are based on the basis of the mode of the transmission of microorganism or infectious agent leading to infection. ठीक है, तो ये प्रिकॉशंस क्या है? एयरबॉर्न प्रिकॉशंस, ड्रॉपलेट प्रिकॉशंस एंड कॉन्टैक्ट प्रिकॉशंस. So before we go on the describe standard precautions, let us be clear. Standard precautions are the precautions to be used by all healthcare worker in all situations involving the care of the patient or contact with the environment. अभी हैंड हाइजीन, ये बहुत ही IMP है दोस्तों. हैंड हाइजीन वॉश हैंड इमीजिएटली आफ्टर द कॉन्टैक्ट विद द ब्लड, body fluid, secretion, excretion or the item contaminated with the body fluid, whether or not gloves were used. Perform hand hygiene after you remove gloves. Perform hand hygiene between the each direct patient contact. It may be necessary to perform hand hygiene and change gloves between the tasks on the same patient. Hand hygiene with the alcohol rub is acceptable provided the hands are not visibly soiled. ठीक है. Gloves. Wear gloves. Clean, non-sterile gloves are adequate for non-invasive procedure when in contact with the blood, body fluid, secretion, excretion or contaminated item or equipment. Put on clean gloves just before touching the mucous membrane and non-intact skin. Change gloves between the task and the procedure on the same patient. Remove gloves promptly after use before touching non-contaminated item. Perform hand hygiene immediately after removal of gloves. ठीक है. एप्रन, गाउन, फुटवेयर. Wear a clean plastic apron to protect the uniform from soiling during the procedure and patient care activity that are likely to generate the splashes or spray of blood or body fluid contaminated with the microorganism when bed making, any direct patient care or direct contact with the environment of isolated patient. Select an apron gown that offer more protection, remove promptly and perform hand hygiene. Use protective footwear to prevent contamination of the feet during operation. Remove contaminated footwear when procedure is finished. Mask, eye protection or face shield. A mask, eye protection or face shield must be worn to protect mucous membrane of the mouth, eyes and the nose if the risk of the splashing or spray of blood or any other fluid. Consider the risk of the splashing and spraying and the need for the personal protective equipment before you start any procedure. ठीक है, कंसिडर करना है कोई भी प्रोसीजर स्टार्ट करने से पहले. अ मास्क मे बी रिक्वायर्ड इफ द पेशेंट हैज़ अ इन्फेक्शन दैट स्प्रेड वाया एयरबोर्न रूट. ठीक है, जैसे कि पल्मोनरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस में होते हैं. और वैसे भी हम लोग आजकल देख ही रहे हैं कि कैसे मास्क का यूज़ कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है. Preventing occupational exposure, so cover all cut and abrasions with the waterproof dressing. Take care to prevent sharp injury. Use gloves when handling sharp. Do not reset or recap needles. Never manipulate any sharp that involve directly to the point of the needle towards any part of the body. Dispose the sharp immediately into the approved container. Take a sharp container to the point of use. एकोमोडेशन, पेशेंट प्लेसमेंट एंड आइसोलेशन. ठीक है, पेशेंट को कहाँ रखना है, तो प्लेस अ पेशेंट हु कुड कॉन्टामिनेट द एनवायरमेंट विद द बॉडी फ्लूइड, ब्लड और फीसिस इन द सिंगल रूम. इफ अ सिंगल रूम इज नॉट अवेलेबल, कंसल्ट विद द ICN. If the patient is clinically unsuitable to be placed in the single room, a risk assessment must be undertaken by the clinical team in conjunction with the member of the ICT. Baby and children will be isolated if they have symptoms suggestive of the infectious disease which can spread to the person to person. The ICT will advise. Patient care equipment. पेशेंट केयर के जो इक्विपमेंट होते हैं उसको कैसे डिकॉन्टामिनेट करना है, एज पर रूल ऑफ द डिकॉन्टामिनेशन पॉलिसी के हिसाब से करना है. वियर पर्सनल प्रोटेक्टिव क्लोथिंग व्हेन हैंडलिंग द contaminated equipment. Patient related equipment, pump, drip stands, etc. must be kept clean. Do not reuse the single use equipment. Do not reuse single patient equipment on more than the one patient. Environment. Ensure that the clinical area are clean. Particular attention must be paid to the cleaning of the horizontal surface, floor, beds, bedsheet equipment, other frequently touched surfaces. If area are not clean, the domestic supervision must be informed. Laundry or linen. Always wear a plastic apron and gloves where the linen is soiled when handling used linen. Discard the linen soiled with the blood, body fluid or from the patient in isolation directly into the red alliginated bag and then a secondary bag, clear plastic or laundry bag to the further prevention of contamination. Never place linen, soil or use or clean on the floor. Do not expose clean linen to potential contaminated by the storing inappropriate before it is used. ठीक है, तो लॉन्ड्री का, लिनेन का भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल है इन्फेक्शन प्रिवेंशन में, कंट्रोल में. ब्लड और बॉडी फ्लूइड स्पिलेज. Disinfect all the blood and the body fluid spillage immediately wearing protective clothing, gloves, apron or if risk of splash, goggles. Chlorine releasing agent will inactivate blood-borne viruses. Chlorine releasing granule must not be used on the urine spillage. Decontaminate spillage as per decontaminated spillage policy. Clinical waste. Segregate waste as per the waste policy. Latest biomedical waste policy is 2016. Please guys refer that. Discard clinical waste in the yellow bag, sharp in the approved sharp container. See the policy and procedure on the management of sharp injuries and the prevention of the sharp injuries. So guys, the question is, who is responsible for implementing standard precautions? The answer is simple, we all are. Everyone needs to contribute for the universal standard precautions. So that's it guys, thank you for watching.